Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shai Bashem Kakudah. Shalom to the 144,000 and rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video Lamb Backing off of There's No Stopping the Purpose of the Lord, which is Yahweh, and His purpose is the third woe, W3, or it should be WW3, World War, which is the third woe. Anyway, so this is put up by the elder head of the Chicago GMS camp, and his handle is GMS Maccabean Spirit. So I listened to the whole video, which is a short, very short video, relatively short video, 24 minutes in. I listened to the whole video, and maybe even around about here, just juices started flowing, to do a video. Then when I got to the end, I said, I'm definitely going to do a video. So I urge you to watch this video. Watch the whole video. Excuse me. Now what I did was this. At the end of the video, around about here, I said, let me do something. Because everything that happens around us in the news, around the world, we look at it and we filter it through the scriptures. Everything's in the scriptures. So I typed in Russia and Iran relations. So they were working together. Now there's a reason why they're working together. It says here, due to international economic sanctions on Iran. What are sanctions? When one sovereign state doesn't help another sovereign state. Like if Iran depends on pharmaceuticals from the U.S., they ain't giving it to them at any price. And when you go back to Clinton, Bill Clinton, when he was the president, they make him this squeaky clean guy. This guy's not a squeaky. And look, these Democrats and Republicans are the same bunch of devils. One represents the blue and the other one represents the red. It's two sides, two wings. Two wings of one eagle. The left wing and the right wing are on the same eagle. So, which goes back to the Roman Empire. You had now you have the Democrats and Republicans. Back then, you had the patricians and the plebeians. Plebeians would be the Democrats today. That plebeian, I believe the word, you can put it in there if I'm wrong. It goes back to the word peoples. Like you have a place called Pueblo, Colorado, and the word Pueblo is it means people, and plebeians has to mean the same thing. It's for the people, because the Democrats were doing it for the people, and the patricians, that goes back. That's you call these people the patriots, the patriotic people of the Bible Belt. So, Trump, he's backed by the patricians or the patriots, which are for the most part Republicans. And the word Republican goes back to the Roman Empire, republic, which means or res, meaning thing, and public is public, the public thing. The public thing was the law. It was ruled by the law. So A sanction would be, like I said, one sovereign nation not helping another sovereign nation in the hopes that that nation slowly dies. And a lot of people in Iran and Iraq, wherever the U.S. Imposes sanctions against them, it hurts that the people of that nation terribly. A lot of people have died over this man system. And you know what? People are waking up now. The elder Malcolm has said that. He kind of said real quick. He said the people around the world are waking up, and they're really taking the international census as they're kind of taking the side of the Palestinians and Hamas. You know, they're not looking like the bad guys, so to speak, so much. And you had this food organization, I forget the name of it, and they were helping Palestinians that couldn't eat, and they had trucks, and it was written on the truck, "We represent this particular organization," so that the soldiers, the Israeli soldiers, know goddamn well that these weren't terrorists or Hamas. When the war first started, we're talking about October, November, December. If you go to Al Jazeera TV English, there was a story for a number of weeks how they were just shooting the press. People in the press were getting killed left and right. Now, the press wear military fatigues and a helmet, and but on the back of them, even on the front, I believe, it says in big bold letters, "the press," so they know that that's the press. So the press is neutral. The press are not there to fight. They're there to get both sides of the story. So these Israeli soldiers were, blowing them away and saying, "Oh, we thought that was, Hamas, or we thought we made a mistake," just like with this food company, whatever the name of the food company is, led by this guy from Spain. On their truck, it was a white truck, and it was written on the truck, whatever the name of the company is. Or they'll blow up a whole hospital. And hospitals are neutral, locations as far as war is concerned. They're refugee camps. That's you can't touch that. You can't attack that. That's a neutral zone. So this is exactly what, according to the news, this is exactly what they've been doing. They've been hitting refugee camps. They've been blowing up hospitals. And then their excuse was, "Oh, we found there was one Hamas leader on the 7th floor or in the basement. So you're going to kill thousands of people, doctors and so forth, to get this one guy? Your target is on this, and this is called genocide. Look up the word genocide. And the whole world is seeing it. The whole world is not dumb, or they're not as dumb as you think they were. And then you have this alternative news, which is the YouTube, the Odyssey. See, a lot of these videos that I do, if it's too controversial, I'll put it on Odyssey, and I'll also put it on what's the other one? Rumble. BitChute, I don't like that. I had an account. I don't even remember how to get back in that thing. I don't like the way that rolled. But Odyssey is very easy to put up a video, just like it's set up almost like YouTube. And Rumble is just like YouTube as well. But I believe now that Rumble, they'll take down certain videos because it's getting more commercial. So, but you got the YouTube, and then you got your controversial videos. You can do a short, on YouTube and said, if you want to watch this video, you got to come to Odyssey. Here's my page at Odyssey. So the scriptures say this. It's in Ephesians 4. I'm trying to think of the exact writing. Making full proof of thy ministry, meaning if you have an opportunity to push this ministry, you know that people are going to be watching Odyssey. People are going to be watching Rumble. We used to have, we was on Daily Motion for a number of years. And they started getting stupid. So you gotta be choice with your words when you're on YouTube. And we gotta use code. We gotta go into the code. If we say E, if we say J, JJ, the small hats. We might say bundle of sticks. The alphabet community, and y'all know by code. This is how wars were won. They had the code breakers. So anyway, let me read this. And this is why, the main reason why Russia and Iran work together, because it's sanctions. So you, the enemy, the other side, you cause these two nations to get together. It said, due to international economic sanctions on Iran, Russia has become a key trading partner. Because Iran cannot trade with the U.S., or the trade is at a minimum, especially in regard to the former's excess oil reserves. Currently, Russia and Iran share a close economic and military alliance. You know I'm going to go to. And both countries are subject to heavy sanctions by most Western nations. So this war is going to be over resources, economics. And this Israeli-Iranian war, which that's a proxy war. The Israelis said, "No, we're gonna hit Iran." And by the way, they hit a consulate. A consulate is for civilians; it's not military. It's like an embassy. Consulate is pretty much an embassy. So now I don't got to read no more. All right, it said, oh, beautiful. It says, Rand, 3 days ago, why Russia doesn't want war between Israel and Iran. Yeah, because everybody's hurt by war. If there's a World War, everybody's hurt by it. So Russia's trying to make money. They're trying to do good. They're trying to live. But you have Israel. They're muddying the waters. The least of them, the least of the flock shall draw them out. And although you have Biden saying Netanyahu shouldn't do that, do not do it. He does it anyway, but then they come back. There is U.S. responses to the president. Oh, but we backed him up 100%. That's like you having a badass kid that's getting in trouble all the time, bullying kids, and when you come, they put them on suspension or whatever. You come to school, you go to bat for your son, and that little nigga grows up to be Satan. So that's what's going on. So it says why Russia doesn't want war between Israel and Iran. But there is going to be a war between Israel and Iran, and Russia would have to back it up. So now, let me come over here, and I got this in the NLT. I'm not going to read the whole chapter. It says, this is another message that came from Yahweh. So the man turned and faced Gog of the land of Magog. It ain't Gog and, well, you got Gog and Magog. No. Magog means from Gog. In other words, it's the land of Gog. Matter of fact, let me look that up. And none of these devils have gone into the scriptures, and mainly into Ezekiel, chapter 38 and 39. Look. Mountain, right? A Reubenite son of Shemala, the prophetic prince of Russia, Meshach and Tubal and Magog. Yep, Russia is a Hebrew term. I said it before. Russia means chief prince. That's the Hebrew word, chief prince. Israelite founded Russia back in the 800s. That's when Esau was down. We founded Russia. The original people that set up and founded Russia were known as the Scythians. Look it up in the Bible. Look, type in the word Scythian in the Bible, and Paul speaks about the Scythians, saying that how they're going to receive salvation. When you go into the history of Russia, if you go far back to its origins, it mentions the Scythians, and it says that the Scythians are warlike people. Them Russians, them Chechens, them people in them regions, man, them MMA guys that come out of Russia and Chechnya and boxing, they go head to head with Jake. These American Edomites, they can't go head to head with Jake. But a Russian, a Chechenian, these Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, all, and they battle tested. Even they girls, look, them Russian girls, them Chechenian girls in them different regions, they can beat men. They're built to fight. That's what the scriptures say. The history says. The Scythians were born warriors. Magog just means from Gog, meaning the land of Gog. That's all. It says the prince who ruled over the nation of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, because the Most High is going to use Gog to destroy this place. Two places, Babylon the Great and the land of Yasha'Allah, but it's going to be built back up. It said, give him this message from the sovereign Lord, Gog, I am your enemy. I will turn you around and put hooks in your jaws. Now, we just read how Russia is not interested in hoping that Israel and Iran go to full-scale war, because they know they would have to back up Iran. And your jaws to lead you out with whole army, with your whole army, Russian army, your horses, the modern-day horses, the modern-day chariots, in full armor and a great horde armed with shields and swords. The modern-day swords is the missiles. Now, there was one thing, I don't know if it was Scott Ritter that said this or somebody said it, that I heard it a couple of months ago, that Russia, if they went to war and it was a conventional war against the United States, that they would lose the war because of the ammunition, based upon the fact that they lost a lot of ammunition fighting against the people of Ukraine. So what tapped me on my head was, oh, now I know why they're going to have a nuclear war, because they can't win a conventional war. So they're going to say, okay, we're going to shoot the missiles. Just as it said in Isaiah 13. They're going to try to offer Russia money, and they ain't going for it. They say, no, we ain't going for it. They're not going to regard their silver and gold. See, we see this, and these people, these elite, these Edomites, the news, even Alex Jones should be going into the scriptures. He's a Christian. If you notice, they haven't gone into Ezekiel 38. It said Persia, which is Iran, which are the Elamites, Ethiopia and Libya will join you too with all their weapons. Gomar and all its armies will also join you, along with the armies of Beth Togarmah from the distant north, and many others. Get ready, be prepared, keep all the armies around you mobilized, and take command of them. A long time from now, you will be called into action, and this is the time. So you had Bishop Nate read this and say that after 1,000 years of us in the kingdom, that Gog, well, he said Gog and Magog is going to come and attack us. No, this is talking about, the reason why he said that, because it said the people of Israel. But this is the only time Gog is going to do what he's going to do. See, after this man goes down, our kingdom, the scriptures say our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom, world without end. Isaiah, I believe that's Isaiah 45 and 17, if I'm not mistaken. After this man goes down, he's not going to regroup. It says a long time from now, you will be called into action. And this is, we're in that time. When was this written? This was written over we're talking 2,500 years ago, approximately. In the distant future, you will swoop down on the land of Israel. Right, you will swoop down on the land of Israel. Who's currently in the land of Israel? These people, the Jays. But you also got hundreds and thousands of actual Israelites down there living in Dimona, which will be enjoying peace after recovering from war and after its people have returned from many lands to the mountain of Israel. Now that's talking about these people that's in the land of Israel. You and all your allies, a vast... Now, you know what kills this? This 1,000-year Gog and Magog gonna come back? What does it say in Ezekiel 39? That all the weapons are gonna be burnt up. So what weapons are you gonna use? You and all your allies, a vast and awesome... And world wars are made up of allies. That's why they call it a world war. You might have Germany going to war against another nation, and then you have allies backing up Germany, and the nation that they're going, the sovereign nation that they're going against, also has allies. It says you, so this is it. But it's not going to happen anytime soon, because the prophecy of the MOTB hasn't come to pass. And I believe the elder Malcolm even mentioned that. Matter of fact, he did mention it. It says, you and all your allies, a vast and awesome army, will roll down on them like a storm and cover the land like a cloud. That's talking about the current land of Israel. This is what the sovereign Lord Yahweh says. At that time, evil thoughts will come to your mind, and you will devise a wicked scheme. You will say, Israel is unprotected land filled with unwalled villages. Now this is also talking about Babylon the Great. I will march against her. Now what does he mean by march? Joel 2, the missiles. The missiles will march and destroy these people who live in such confidence. Ain't talking about us in the kingdom. It's talking about these Jakes and Jake that are down there in Demona. Oh, and they're gonna light up like a Christmas tree because that's a nuclear area that deals with nuclear power, and also, if I'm not mistaken, somebody can look it up for me. I'm not gonna look it up. I believe they have missile silos all throughout, these Israel people, these Jakes and Demona. Look up the word Demona. Look up Demona, the place Demona. See what this is all about. They're supposed to be living on top of missile silos. So they're gonna get crispy on that day. And them people that are over there, they're not. If you notice, the small hats, that list with all the hate groups and top 20 hate groups, GMS was number 6, IUIC was number 3, I think. ISUPK was number 4, whatever. Sakari was number 11. Well, the Sakaris would be higher than us because they got Edomites kissing their boot and so forth. They out there with guns. But anyway, why us? It says, I will go to those formerly desolate cities. That group that should be on the list, shouldn't it be the people in Demona? Ain't they a hate group? No. That's why they're not on the list. And we ain't did nothing. All we did was spoke about how the system is going to be destroyed and unite the people. Them Jakes over there in Demona, they said, well, we're Israelites. But y'all could be Israelites too. And what these stupid asses don't realize is that in order for you to be a citizen, both male and female, it's mandatory. You got to be a part of the military. They got them Ethiopians, them Cushites, Falasha. They got their women all up in the army. They got them Cushites marrying small hats, so-called. So them Cushites don't know what the hell's going on. And them Jakes and Demona, they don't know what the hell's going on. They don't even believe in Yahweh Shai. So they're gonna light up like a goddamn Christmas tree when that day comes. Unless there's some of them that are elect, they'll be delivered. See, we see everything, man. Our eyes are completely open to what's going on. We're the Oracle and Morpheus, all wrapped in one. And Dr. What's this guy from the X-Men? Dr. Xavier. We see everything. We are the seers. Before prophets were called prophets, they were called seers. I keep saying this. I've been saying this recently. The movie The Late Great Planet Earth. You had Orson Welles. He said, he made a statement in the beginning of the movie, first 5 minutes of the movie, first 3 minutes. He spoke about the prophet. He said the most important man to the Most High is the prophet. And he said, because he's God's man. So we're, like the movie, the King's Men, we're God's men. we're Yahweh's men. I was getting on Fopi. Look, if I ever talk to Fopi, they get mad. I'm going to say, look, brothers, y'all just go, whatever y'all did before y'all watched the video on YouTube, what was you doing before that? Go back and do what you were doing, because you're not prophets. I'm not saying it out of hate or malice or anger. I'm just saying it because of the truth. You ain't got it. You're not a prophet. You're not one of the elect. And now the demon got on you, and you going back to Christianity, man. Look, Mary was a virgin. Joseph didn't have sex with her. Reincarnation is not biblical. What else did he say? He said a lot of things. And just like Apostle Gabar said, you vomit it back up. Too much oil, too much honey. But now if honey eateth that which suffice thee, least thou vomit it up. So you vomited all that truth, you vomited all back up. But you'll be all right. You're an Israelite. You come back in the kingdom. You and Shasham, and you'll be all right. You're just gonna have to die on this side. Because I know you're gonna take the chip. I suggest you leave the country so you don't eat one of the missiles. You got Israelites in different countries that are not gonna wake up to the truth, and they're not gonna be hit with a missile. I'm almost finished. I will go to those formerly desolate cities that are now filled with people. That's them people, them Jays over there, who have returned from exile in many nations. They came from many nations. It's like we're going to come from many nations. I will capture vast amounts of plunder, for the people are rich with livestock. They're doing good over there. The U.S. sends them billions of dollars and weapons. Their military is pretty much, well, it's America built them up. And they have a formidable military. And other possessions. Now they think the whole world revolves around them. That's you people. That's you people. Therefore, prophets, you can read this, I'm just jumping around. Therefore, son of man, prophesy against Gog, give them this message from the sovereign Lord Yahweh. When my people are living in peace in their land, then you will arouse yourself. Remember, you got Israelites, you got hundreds of thousands of Israelites, maybe even 1 million, that live in Dimona, Israel. And then you got a certain percentage of Jays that are actually Israelites. Remember, our seed was scattered all over the world. So there's a large number of Israelites living in Israel, whether they know that they're Israelite or not. And you will attack my people. Israel is talking about this current land of Israel, covering their land like a cloud. At the time in the distant future, which is now, I will bring you against my land as everyone watches, and my holiness and be displayed by what happens to you, Gog. Then all the nations will know that I am the Lord. Like I said, it seems like it's talking about about us, but then again, it is too, because part of the plan is to destroy Israel in America. See, Ezekiel chapter 38 goes hand in hand with Revelation 20, verse 8 on down. It's talking about the same event. I'm going to show you that it's talking about now. Let me do this. Then I'm going to close. That comes up 3 times. It said a long time from now, you will be called into action in the distant future. Covering their land like a cloud at that time in the distant future, which is now. I announce through Israel's prophets that in the future I would bring you against my people. Because we're going to be caught up in it too, like I said. Israel is a people before it's a place. Some of us will be put to death. Some of us will be locked up in prisons. Some of us will be up in the mountains. Remember, 2nd Ezra 15 and 2nd Ezra 16 got to come to pass. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.